I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Is that better? A little better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, I can see that.
It'll get better as the sun goes down, too.
Dude, the first thing I said to Pat when I got in here, I was like, the first 15 minutes of this is going to be a Trump campaign ad, dude.
I know, dude. I felt bad. Dude, well, first of all, were you fucking with me, or did he actually rent a car from your place?
No, he actually rented. They had, like, a couple Suburbans go out and shit.
Oh, I didn't know you guys carried bulletproof, tinted-out Suburbans.
No, we don't, dog. They're probably just distraction cars. They're for, like, everybody else in this administration.
What would you have done if you were driving up and, like, all the traffic was because Biden was on the side of the road and you pulled by and he was like, that's the kid who sold me the car?
I'd tell him to screw. I'd take a scoop of ice cream and throw it on the ground.
I just smoked that whole joint to the face, too, to get this party started.
Yeah, that must be nice. Yeah, dude, it took me a legit hour to get out of the garage just to get to the tunnel. It took me an hour.
Well, dude, that picture Pat sent of the traffic looked absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was terrible. And there was an accident in the tunnel, too. There was, like, a giant pickup truck and, like, a minivan that were pulled over.
See, at least you have an iron bladder. I would have had to pee that whole time, and it would have been a nightmare.
First thing I did, I came right in and just went right to the bathroom, dude. I had to pee so fucking bad. And I pissed before I left. And I gassed up my car because I'm like, I don't feel like running out of gas. I know this traffic's going to be so bad.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. You guys got fucked. Well, I don't understand it, though. Why would there be so much traffic just because he's here? Like, wouldn't
road closures and road closures. The Celtics are the Celtics home tonight? Yeah, they are home. So yeah, the Celtics game, and then they have like road closures and shit all over the place.
I was gonna say, I wonder if the stands are kind of like empty right now because people can't fucking get there.
Yeah, they were talking about on sports radio this morning. They were saying that tonight's a good night to take the tee in because you're not gonna be able to go get anywhere.
Yep.
Dude, I don't even know where to fucking start, dude. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, were you tuned in at all? They Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just did their press tour. So
did you just call Mike Tyson a gimmick? The fuck you called me?
No, I said Jake Paul and Mike Tyson have.
Dude, that was the if you watched the press conference, that was a highlight.
Oh, you called him a gimmick?
Jake Paul. Well, no, the reporter didn't. How the reporter asked, like he was talking. He said the fight. It's a gimmick fight. And then they just cut to Jake Paul. He's like, "Did you just call Mike Tyson a gimmick?"
Yeah.
And then Mike Tyson's like, "What the fuck you just called me?" Started losing his shit.
My favorite clip I saw was when they were talking about Jake Paul dancing on Disney Channel, and Mike Tyson was like, "That's funny you say that, because I remember seeing that video and I had an erection."
Dude, I fucking love Tyson. I don't know how do you think that fight's gonna roll?
I told you, dude. I talked to my dad about it. My dad used to love boxing and shit back in the day. Like he used to go to like TD Garden for the. Wait, who was the TD guy? Like Marvin Hagler or whatever. It might have been before his time actually. Some fights after.
I think it was Marvin Hagler, Brockton guy. I think.
Yeah, but so he thinks Mike Tyson, but I was like, dude, I would love nothing more from Mike Tyson than to knock him out. I'm just a little worried, dude. You know, you got a juiced up 26-year-old. Juicehead fucking monkey, balding, always sweating. His teeth are all fucked up. He's probably on every steroid in the book.
His pecs don't look right either.
Yeah, and he's 26. Versus, how old is Tyson now?
He's like 57 or 58.
Oh my god, dude. Do you see a lot of boxers are kind of saying what you said, Mikey? They're like, which kind of gave credit to what you said. They were like, I can't believe the commission is fucking allowing this. Like,
well, it's in Texas, dude. Anything kind of goes there, so...
Yeah, but you said that, right? You were like, it's definitely going to be amateur because there's no fucking way that the commission's going to...
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever passed that has balls, or they got paid a lot of money to fucking let it go. That's definitely what it was. They had to pay that off.
Oh, speaking of Netflix, did you watch the Tom Brady roast?
Dude, Nikki Glaser might have been the best part of that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
She crushed Tony Hinchcliffe, murdered.
Yes.
Absolutely murdered.
Bombed?
Ben Affleck bombed.
Well, yeah, Ben Affleck, but also everyone online, Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. Everyone did that, dude.
I don't know why What?
All the comments under Segura's posts were like, I kind of felt bad for Burt because they were all like, Tom Segura is a top-tier community. He needs to distance himself from Burt. Burt is not funny. Burt is not funny. I felt bad for the dude, you know?
I love Bert. I think they're both funny. Bert's like a really good storyteller, and then Segura is just a fucking savage. I think Tom's better. I think he's funnier than Bert because I like his sense of humor like more.
I like Bert on like podcasts.
What'd you say?
I like Bert on like podcasts and stuff. Like when he guests on podcasts, I think he's real funny.
Yeah, Tom does a really good job of just like sitting there being quiet and just letting him fucking ramble on like half-hour fucking bits, dude.
Yeah. But Tom, I think Tom's stand-up is real funny too. I watch all his specials as well.
I've seen Mostly Stories about 100 times. His second special on Netflix, fucking hilarious.
Randy Moss bombed too, but he went right after Nikki Glazer. That wasn't cool. He had
Gronk just kind of rambled on.
Well, they were. I saw how much they were drinking, and I was like, dude, I know Brady. That video of him like stumbling at the Bucks parade. I was like, he better not get too drunk. But Gronk was definitely wasted by that point. I thought Bill Belichick did really good, actually.
Yeah, Bill did really good. I wish they had like Matt Light and shit. I wish they had like some like the old like other like unknown Patriots talk. But
yeah.
No, I thought it was awesome. I couldn't believe it was 3 fucking hours long, dude. I don't watch it over 3 different days.
Did you watch? How did you like Edelman's Hamas joke?
Oh, dude, that might have been the best joke of the night.
Dude,
I'm the kind of Jew that makes you think, oh, he's Jewish. Jeff Ross is the kind of Jew that makes you want to join Hamas. That was fucking cool. Oh, it was perfect.
Dude, I loved it, but a lot of people online were giving him shit for that too.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
I was like, bro, come
Jules
on.
is the goat.
Most of those are like the fucking whatever, like the right. All the right guys are all pro-Israel, you know?
I know. Keep that in mind. Dude, so Dana White's bit was fucking hilarious too, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. Dana White you saw he was pissed?
Yeah, he flew me out for 60 fucking seconds. My name's Dana.
Kim Kardashian was getting booed. Yeah, but then she won the crowd over. She had some good jokes. She had a good writer. I was like, why the fuck are they booing Kim? But then at the end, they were laughing at her and cheering.
Nobody likes Kim, dude. She's a Kardashian.
You don't like Kim either?
I don't care for any of the Kardashians.
Well, bro, she flipped. If we had her business skills, Talkin Malarkey would be blown up because she flipped the sex tape into $1 billion careers for her and all of her sisters and half-sisters.
Yes, it's called Sex Sells. So but we have zero sex appeal on here. So
maybe we should make a sex tape. Talkin Malarkey sex tape.
Yeah, it'll be Cody Garbrandt fucking your ass.
Yeah, dude, that was sad about Cody too. He just lost. Did we talk about that since
What?
he last fought? When Cody last fought and lost?
Yeah, he lost to Figueiredo. He got choked out in the second round.
Yeah, did we discuss that?
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was.
I'm trying to remember. I think we went over. We did the 300 recap. We've missed dude, we haven't recorded in like a month.
Yeah, because we knew 301 was gonna suck. Then you were at the Celtics game, and then last
301 wasn't horrible. Anthony Smith got a dub. That's what matters.
Yep.
Pereira won.
Lionheart. My buddy bet on Lionheart, and
he probably made a lot of money.
Yeah, he did. He made a lot of money, and he was so fucking pumped. And he found this photo online. I gotta show you this. It's hilarious, dude.
When I was watching,
you're a Lionheart fan, so you're gonna like this. But what'd you say?
Watching those fights, those two. So they finally the guillotine came through for actual wins that card. Anthony Smith, what was that? Oh, dude, I've seen that picture of Anthony Smith. Yeah, if you got a belt for every time he made weight as the backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Anthony Smith had that. That was a sick guillotine because he got picked up and slammed, held the grip, and then one of the other fights, same thing, got picked up and slammed, and then he fucking choked him. Pereira did that.
Challenged to grapple him after or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that, because I want Pereira to just fuck him up if they ever do fight. I don't think Lionfart's ever going to get there, though. Lionfart was talking like that last fight was going to get him the title fight.
No. Where is he's a gatekeeper, that like top 10 dude. That's what he is. That's what he's been in that role for a while. I don't see, unless like, you know how the fight game can be. Nobody's available, people are hurt. He might get like a sympathy championship fight. You know what I mean? Just because that's how the cookie crumbled. But
and he got the John Jones fight. I thought he was tough as fuck in that fight too. I was like, oh, this is a tough guy. You know?
He was tough as fuck against Glover, dude. His teeth were falling out of his face.
Yeah, well, he just got his ass kicked, 100%.
Yeah, he did. All that dad
Yeah.
strength.
So I think Pereira's just trying to get hands on him, but I don't. Pereira even said he'll when they grapple, he'll let him start with his back taken. Like he'll let Anthony Smith start with already having Pereira's back. I was like, bro, I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah, Smith, I know he trains with Brundage, who's like a big time like jiu-jitsu and like wrestler. I think that's like who's like in his camp. That like really helped his ground game, but Brazilians just scare me, dude. Even if like you don't know anything about them as far as their jiu-jitsu, you know that's like before they walk they can submit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
They grow up on the mat, like to get out of the like Jose Aldo like slept on the mats to stay out of the favelas and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So that's like how they get out of it.
Yeah.
Did
Jamie
Anthony
Malarkey
Smith call anyone out after?
What?
Did Anthony Smith call anyone out after?
I don't remember.
Did you see Joaquin Buckley's call out and his arguments with DC on Twitter?
Yeah, dude, DC fucking put him in his place, dude. That was fucking hilarious. What was his call out? I can't remember.
He called out McGregor. I don't even know who he beat. He beat some dude and then wanted to fight McGregor. It was the craziest call out of all time.
I just saw that Leon said if he wins and Conor wins, he wants to fight at wants to fight Conor at 170.
I would love that. If McGregor beats Chandler, I would fucking love that, dude. I love because the UFC is never as hype and like as live as when McGregor's fighting. Like it's just electric and the energy in the air. Like my wedding night is gonna be electric. We're all watching that whole card. You know?
Yeah, I mean? It'll be on my phone. I'll be
and all the UFC fans who are only fans like once a year when McGregor comes out, they all tune in. Like every bar is full, every Buffalo Wild Wings. So I want McGregor to hopefully win. I don't hate him anymore, dude. I wouldn't mind if he kept winning. Him and Leon would be a good fight, I think.
I think that'd be a great fight. I'd be Leon's ground game is really, really good, but he doesn't find the finish.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Yeah. Well, how
What
much
do you
taller?
think about him and Bilal fighting too?
Yeah,
They got the
I'm
belt
actually worried about that. I think dude, the UFC could not afford for fucking Bilal to win. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I saw. I don't know if I think I sent it to you. It was Bilal was tweeting like his ideal scenario, and then someone commented, "Dude, can't even get a finish in his daydream."
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. And then I read it, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's right. Like this guy's like fucking crazy." At least in a dream scenario, talk about a finish.
Yeah, right.
But
I'm trying to.
What were you gonna say?
Derek, I'm just trying to like cherry pick some like the bigger fights. Chase Hooper is a fucking savage.
Yeah,
dude.
beast.
I thought he wasn't gonna fully develop because he got into the UFC so young. Every time any card he's on, he's always the youngest fighter on the card. He's like 24. He's been fighting for 3 years now.
Yeah, and I think he got like 3 wins in a row now or something like that.
He looks big too. Like he's finally growing into his body. What'd you say?
Is he at a new weight class or he just filling into the weight class he's been in?
I think I don't know because he looks buff. He's at lightweight? I feel like.
I don't know. He might have always been there. I'm not sure, but yeah, I saw after he won. I went and did a little research on him. He won like 3 in a row, like 3 pretty good wins. So,
yeah, he's got 2 finishes and a decision in his last 3.
Yeah. So, and then what was that before that? Was his loss in the UFC?
He's lost a couple times. Let me see where.
If they're like UFC losses though, and he's a young kid, that's like completely understandable.
He only has 3 UFC losses.
Yeah, and he's a young ass dude. It's not like Khabib fighting tomato cans in Russia to be undefeated.
No, Alex Caceres beat him in decision. Steven Peterson beat him in decision, and then he got knocked out by Steve Garcia 2 years ago.
I don't know who Steven Peterson even is, actually, but those are all UFC losses, so that's not as bad for the kid if he's a young dude, you know?
Yeah, he was like undefeated going in.
Dude, that's what happens when you join the UFC that young and you're fighting top-tier guys. You can't have like a 26-0 record like Khabib before you even join the UFC.
No, and I was afraid for like his mentality of just like his confidence.
Yeah.
Trying to grow up. The UFC is a tough place to grow up. You know what I mean? Physically, emotionally, and like skill-wise. But he's he's developed. I think he could very much be on his way up to the top of that division.
It's kind of like that 18-year-old. What was that? What's that kid's name? Like the 18-year-old, like Raul or something like that.
Rojas Jr.
Yeah, did he fight again since his loss? Because a lot of people are talking about.
No, because he was supposed to. No, he hasn't fought because he was sick. And was he sick or his opponent was? I think he might have gotten sick. Then they rescheduled him for like the next week to fight, and that fight didn't happen. I don't think Rojas Jr.'s fought in a little bit.
People are worried about his mental after. Well, he busted my whole fucking parlay, so I'll never bet on him again. He was a big favorite, but
That was his second fight too, I think, in the UFC.
yeah, he was just a fucking idiot, dude. Every announcer said it. You got to be careful with people this young. They're not that smart, and he still did exactly what a young fucking idiot would do. I was like, his corner's not telling him to save some energy because he went all out the first round and then was gassed and got pieced up and finished.
I mean, sometimes those blitzes work if like you're going against a slow starter, but then again, like when you're that young, going against probably a journeyman who's been around for a little while, he knows if he weathers that storm in the first round, he's got it. You know what I mean?
I like the blitzes too, but just like calculated. Like you can't waste your whole fucking gas tank because what if he does survive like the dude did? You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, unless you catch him with something, but I don't know. Let me see. Dude, Derek. Can we talk about Derek Lewis for a minute?
Yeah, my buddy won money on him too. Dude, they keep putting him as an underdog, don't they?
I don't know what the opening odds were for that fight.
Yeah, I think
That was a really good card, though. That St. Louis card was really good. Him, Buckley, Ulberg had a sick knockout on Menafield. Sean Woodson had a big decision against Caceres. Sean Woodson's built so weird. He's got no neck, wide shoulders, wicked gangly. He's good. He's a good fighter.
I didn't know. I didn't even realize that Edson Barbosa lost last week, a few days ago.
Yeah, I watched that fight. When I turned that fight night on, I think I missed all the decisions, and then was that the Lewis? What card was it? Was it the Ulberg? No, this past week.
The Edson card was just on the 18th this past week.
Yeah, let me.
And Derek Lewis was the week before. Yeah, Joaquin Buckley looked good, dude. That was an impressive win. He needs like a manager to give him better people to call out because McGregor's just a pipe dream for him.
Oh yeah. So last week's card, yeah, Luana Pinheiro. I was really sad when Angela Hill beat her. Angela Hill looked really, really good. I was very surprised. She looked great. Yeah, Luana Pinheiro was a Contender Series girl. She, I think she was high ranked. She was ranked inside the top 10, and Angela Hill I think was like 12.
Yeah, Angela Hill's pretty nasty, dude. She's gotten some bad decisions. I feel like one time I bet against her and I could have swore she won.
Was it against Michelle Watterson?
Yeah, it might have been that one, but the judges gave whoever I bet on the win, so I was like pumped, but I was like, oof, I'd be pissed. You know what I mean?
I thought Michelle Watterson won that fight. I was down the Cape when that fight happened.
Was that so? You remember it? Was that the one that I'm talking about? Like it was how the people were like worried about the decision and everything. Like,
I thought Michelle had it. It was close, but I still thought Michelle had that fight. Had it in like a split. I can't remember how the decision went. I know the decision went with Watterson, but I can't remember what the if it was unanimous or not.
And Adrian Yanez, another first-round KO.
He's a dog, dude. I love Yanez.
Yeah, that dude's a beast. Who the fuck is this? Temba Garimbo? Never heard of him. He put on a clinic, though, dude. He landed 110 strikes. His opponent landed 15.
Yeah, he manhandled him for that entire fight. Garimbo, I think, isn't he the kid that posted his bank account with $7 in it, and The Rock, bought him a house?
Yeah, dude, this is the dude. You know, his coach's mom died 2 days before the fight. I saw.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is that dude. You're right. Yeah, he's a good dude. I want him to do good. And he won, so that's good. And then Kalen Williams, first round KO too. He looks like a scary fucking dude.
Okay, yeah, he that was quick. Yeah, minute 30. That didn't last long. That was a quick one.
Bro,
I was really sad Barbosa lost. That was terrible.
Edson got clinic, dude. He landed 79 strikes. His opponent landed 259. And out of those, 220 were significant.
Well, the last time Edson fought, he almost got knocked out twice in the first round. He got battered, and then he won the next 4 rounds. So I was hoping, like, going, like, that 4th and 5th round, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Edson turned it on and, like, ends up winning this fight, but
Yeah.
he never got going.
Yeah, I love Edson. You never know with him, too. You could always land that fucking kick, you know. Like,
Dude, his kicks are fucking crazy. One of the best kickers in the sport.
he almost knocked out my guy Kevin Lee with that kick, but luckily Kevin Lee weathered the storm and still won 50-45.
How many belts he get?
0. That sucks. Oh, Nico Price is fighting again. Remember, he fought Cowboy. I lost money on him because he lost. He's in the fucking prelims. Jake Matthews. Why does that name ring a bell? Did I bet on him last time?
Jake Matthews. Is
Did
he?
we watch him together last time? I feel like Jake Matthews is someone that Dan told me to bet on, and I did, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, when I'm trying to see Jake.
Oh, Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall's back. I love that dude.
Our girl Tabitha Ricci got a split decision win over Tessia Torres a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Tisha Torres? Is
Yeah.
that Brian Ortega's ex?
No,
that's Tracy
Tabitha.
Cortez.
No. Tisha Torres is married to Raquel Pennington.
Yeah. I was getting confused.
So she had a little layoff. Any other big fight? Dude, Pandoja's a dog, I will say. I watched that fight. He's a dog. Not that I really care about flyweight, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean-
for 301. So how did you watch that card? You didn't
What do you
buy it,
mean?
did you?
what'd you say?
How did you watch that card? You didn't buy it, did you? No. I was gonna say yeah. I did catch. I forget where the fuck I was, but I caught like the very end, and I saw like them raise Jose Aldo's hands. So I was pumped about that because I fucking love Jose Aldo too.
Yeah, what weight class is he in? So he's fighting in bantamweight, huh? Because he came
Yeah,
out of
so he got-
retirement. So he was I can't believe he's deciding to fight in a lighter division at his age.
Yeah, crazy.
Usually guys are up a weight class because they're like the cut's too much.
But he said he never cut that much weight for featherweight because he was always just like the fucking best. He never had to. But now he wants to be champion again, so I respect it, you know?
And imagine the fight between him and Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
That would be a sick fight, dude.
I don't know, dude. I think in its prime it would have been a sicker fight. I'm worried about Jose now. O'Malley's looking pretty good. That would
I'm
be
not
great
worried
for
about Aldo
O'Malley.
at all, dude. He's kind of like a Tom Brady, just like time
Sticking
is.
around and just getting cut.
Yeah, he's
and
sticking
getting-
around and he's still fucking nasty, dude. He doesn't really look like he's slowed down. You know what I mean? Usually those guys, like, they may get battered a little bit more, the reaction time, but I
And it's
don't
like-
have any worry about Jose, especially in that division.
You think he'd leg kick the fuck out of Sean O'Malley? Is what you're saying?
That would be. I don't know how that fight would go. I would be very worried that it would be one of those pick from the outside. Sean O'Malley's
but how
not going to
pissed-
close that gap. We both know Aldo's the one who's going to try to bring him in and kick that leg out.
So are you pro letting? Because Aldo even admitted it. He straight up said it, but he said he still wants it. He said it'd be nice to skip the line and get the title shot, and like so he knows it'd be skipping the line, but that'd be skipping right over Merab. How do you feel about that? I say give him the fucking shot, dude.
He should. I think he should be the next in line. Like he gets winner of Merab O'Malley.
Okay, yeah, that's good actually. I like that. Yeah, tell him to relax, take some time off, spend time with his family.
Yeah, because whoever comes out of that fight, that champion's probably not going to fight for another few months, especially depending if there's any injuries.
Did they
You know
ever?
what I
Did they
mean?
even announce that yet?
Yeah, they're fighting in.
Okay, they did announce it. That's good. That's good.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when that fight is.
Oh, dude, we got some good cards ahead of us, bro. We got a fight night that's headlined by Whitaker and Chimaev, and Sergey Pavlovich is the co-main. Kelvin is the third to last fight. That's a fight night.
Volkov. I haven't seen Volkov fight in a while. D-Rod's fighting Gaslam. I think D-Rod wins that.
Oh, dude, we got some good cards, except
Johnny
for
Walker's on that card.
Except for
Oh,
June
Shara
15th.
Magomedov, that fucking ginger with like the gray eye. He's on that card.
Oh, look at who it
Flash
is. Jose Rojas Jr. He's fighting June 8th. What are the odds? He's fighting like 2-3 weeks. That little young kid. But dude, so upcoming right now, every card in Fight Night is pretty sick except for the June 15th one. Other than that, we got some good shit to look forward to. Even 304 is going to be sick.
Joshua Van's on that card for June 15th. That's a fight I'm tuning in for. Flyweight. He's 10-1. I watched him fight once. I was like, this kid's got something. I want to see.
Is he on the prelims? Oh yeah.
He's 3-0 in the UFC. His last fight, he just got a knockout.
Oh, he's fighting looks like a tough Russian too. So that'll be a good test for him.
Yeah, well, Joshua Van's good. A really, really good striker. And then, dude, so that's next week. Jimmy Flick's on that card. He's a Dana White Contender Series guy. He's nasty. Or at least his jiu-jitsu. I don't know. He left. He had 1 or 2 fights in the UFC. Then he retired after he got the contract, and now he's back.
Okay.
He's won for his last 3. And he got knocked out twice.
Dude, I'm really pumped for 302 though.
What do we got this week? Okay, so we got 302.
Nothing this week, and then 302 the week after.
Oh, 302 is next week?
Yeah. And that's Dustin's last chance, dude. The whole world is on Dustin's side this time. Even I am.
Yeah, I mean, this is what? This is Islam's 3rd belt defense, but his first against someone in his division.
Yeah, it's just a fucking hard-working young American with an American family versus a fucking evil Russian is how people are seeing it. Evil Muslim Russian, I think. That's not how I see it, but that's how I could see people.
No, I think that is how you see it, Justin. Who do you genuinely... Dude, Islam's a 550 favorite.
No way.
Minus
Dude,
550 on ESPN.
I mean, listen, if he takes him down, Islam has more confidence on his feet than Khabib did, so he might stand up more. I think he's better on his feet than Khabib was, too. He did knock out Volk on his feet, but if Dustin's nasty on his feet, sometimes he needs some
Justin's one of the best boxers in that division, I think.
My only issue is, though, if Islam wants to do it and wants, the whole crowd to boo, which I know he doesn't mind, he could just take him down and make it a really boring fight, and the crowd everyone will be upset, and he'll win.
I think there's gonna be a lot of wrestling, but Islam I don't think is gonna be afraid to throw hands. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Volk's a great striker.
So he could get caught then.
He
could get caught. And Dustin is nasty, bro. I've watched him slowly get way, way, way better to where he's actually a nasty fighter now.
Yeah, I mean, even with his loss against Gaethje, Gaethje, everybody says Gaethje's the hardest kicker they've ever been hit with. I don't even know how fucking Max Holloway was able to walk away after that.
Max
fight.
Holloway's tough. Max Holloway almost got dropped too. He did get dropped in that fight too. Gaethje's a powerful dude with everything.
Who do you think's more what do you think's more disappointing, Gaethje not winning a belt or Gilbert Burns?
I like Gilbert Burns. I think he's a great guy.
I love Gilbert.
I feel like Gaethje deserves it a lot though. I don't like him that much, so I don't really care that he didn't win it. But he shouldn't have taken that Holloway fight. He just beat Poirier. That was crazy. He took that fight.
I just can't believe. I didn't think it was going to be that close. I thought Gaethje was just going to Holloway was just going to feel the power, being the lighter guy going in. Not that I think it was going to fold, but I thought it was going to be the other way. I thought it was going to be all Justin. I thought Justin was going to put on a clinic.
No, dude, I love Max, and I didn't even place any bets, but I did think I wanted Max to win no matter what, but I was very worried for him. I was like, oh. Fuck.
I wanted Max, but I was also very worried for him. But it's how the cookie crumbles. Dog. He is.
He's a dog. Legit, that guy.
Yeah, this is a great, dude.
I know, dude. Dude, that co-main. I might even be more pumped for that co-main than I am for the main.
Yeah, Strickland and Coast is awesome. Coast is finally, hopefully, kind of got his head on straight.
Yeah, I love Costa.
We saw what he did against Whitaker. You know what I mean?
Check the odds on that, actually. I might put a big bet on Costa right now.
Plus 175, that's a good bet.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to lock that in fucking right now.
Kevin Holland's on. He's the third from the top. Holland, who did he fight last? Didn't he? Who the fuck did he fight? Oh, he lost to MVP. That was so lopsided.
We watched that together, dude. Remember, we all put a lot of money on Kevin Holland, or I did, And
Yeah, that was
no,
back in
me. I think Pat did too. I'm pretty sure Pat rode with me on Kevin Holland, and we got fucked, dude, because MVP just beat him. It was bullshit.
And that was a clinic by MVP, dude.
Yeah,
Like, Kevin Holland's a really good fighter, and he made him look horrible.
yeah. So it almost makes me think, how fucking good is Mike Perry?
Mike Perry's a dog, dude. I
Yeah,
love
dude.
Mike Perry.
I just love his sound bites, dude.
Like,
But
he has a
he beat
podcast.
Oh yeah, his podcast is hilarious. But he beat MVP, didn't he, in bare knuckle?
I think he did. He's beaten everybody in bare knuckle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Was he the one who punched Luke Rockhold and Luke just like folded?
Yeah, I think Luke like fucked up his teeth.
Yeah.
He did, but yeah, Mike Perry did beat him. MVP though, I remember watching that with you. Yeah, he looked really good that fight. I was very impressed for an older guy too.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
But let's see though. Let's see if what I'm gonna do. Cause who is so Kevin Holland's fighting? Oh, what the fuck? Michael Olajuwezczyk.
I don't even know
19-7. Yeah, I'm thinking I might put a big bag on Kevin Holland again, dude. I might parlay Kevin Holland and Paulo Costa.
He lost. So this guy lost to Pereira. He got submitted. I don't know. He beat Cody Brundage a couple years ago. He beat Sam Alvey. That's not too difficult of.
Smiling Sam.
He knocked out Sam Alvey, dude. He knocked him out inside.
Why'd you say that's not too difficult?
Dude, watching Sam Alvey fight was like, I was like screaming at the television. I was like, come on, do something. Do something.
He hates Brendan Schaub, that dude. I think I've already told this story on the podcast.
Alvey hates Schaub?
Yeah, I might have already told him on the podcast, but when Alvey was on Ultimate Fighter, Schaub came in to like guest coach or something, and Alvey was like seriously hurt, so he couldn't train. And he said like, oh, Brendan was fine, whatever. They were like cordial, and then he saw like on a podcast like 2 years later, I think it was on Rogan's podcast, Schaub was like, Sam Alvey doesn't have it. He'll quit. He'll quit. I saw it on the Ultimate Fighter. So Sam Alvey made a video the next day and was like, now it's fuck Brendan Schaub for life. What the fuck was that, Brendan Schaub? Like, he was like, I was seriously injured.
Yeah, I feel like he talks out of both sides of his mouth.
Yeah. I still like Schaub, dude, but yeah, he's fucking crazy, that guy. He's got more haters than anyone I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, didn't you dove deep into his Reddit, I remember.
Yeah, I did a real deep dive on that. He is way more hated than I even thought he was. Like, people hate, like the Kendrick Lamar to Drake song. Like, people hate everything about him. Like, the way he, like, breathes, talks.
Legit, dude. It's
like,
so bad.
They hate the way he dresses. They hate everything about him. And they hate his wife, too, which I don't think that's justified, but...
His wife is hot, dude.
Yeah, I think so. She used to date Yasiel Puig.
She's a rocket.
Yeah. She used to date Yasiel Puig, though. So Schaub has to live with that.
She dated Yasiel Puig?
Yeah, so Schaub has to live with that, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean? Oh, God.
Yeah, dude. Then we got... So dude, that's going to be a sick card, 301. We got to figure out where we're going to... 302. We got to figure out where we're going to watch that.
June 1.
I think Molly and Kelsey will be gone. I'm not sure for 301 though, but if they are, we'll just. Oh wait, no, they'll be in the Cape. All right, if they do 301, so for 302, I mean, then maybe I'll just go to Quincy and sleep at your place.
I'm up out and early the next day.
Oh fuck, I always forget about that, dude. Yeah. All right, well we'll figure it out.
We could probably do something anyways.
And then we got.
I'm staying up for that card for sure.
Yeah, you have to. That's one of the ones you have to. But that's the thing about you too, is that you always are like, this card's not that worth it. I'm probably gonna just go to sleep. But you have like a sickness in your head where you don't allow yourself to go to sleep. Like, you'll send a random text at like 1:35 a.m. and be like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "Bro, you have work in 4.5 hours." So
yeah,
I watching every single fight card.
Yeah, right. I grind it out. Well, I also like watching those cards because I know like the results may not be great and like the names aren't great, but I kind of like seeing like the prospects come up and kind of picking like, ooh, like Joshua Van was one of those guys where I'm like, ooh, this guy's like kind of fun to watch. I want to see kind of how it goes. That's why I watch those fights. It's not because like you're typically not looking forward to a lot of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy watching like prospects, seeing guys come up.
That's why I like talking UFC with you, because I used to be like that like 10 years ago when I first got into it. I used to like love all that shit. So I kind of don't do it anymore. So now it's good talking to you, because I'll be like watching with my friends. I'll be like, oh, I fucking know this guy. Mikey told me about this guy, Pereira, or something like that.
Pereira's always the go-to guy you always talk about. Dude, Mikey was in on this guy so early.
Yeah, dude, you ran on him very early. I cannot believe that one. You
And he's out in Brazil saving dogs, bro.
What'd you say?
He's out in Brazil saving dogs, dude. In the flooding.
He's also a funny ass guy. I like that guy a lot now too.
You know, it had a ton of, earned an even more amount of respect was when the UFC lifted. You know how they had the ban on you couldn't carry flags into the cage anymore. You couldn't walk out with flags.
Yeah.
He walked out that first fight card that you could have a flag. He walked out with the Israel flag. I was like, say less, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's the fucking goat.
Wait, is he Israeli?
No, he's Brazilian, dude. But he walked out the Israeli flag because that was when everything was starting to happen. Like that was like just after like the post
I remember
Hamas
that.
attack. Yeah, when Jeff Ross hopped on a plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was crazy. They had the video of him saving that dog in like a random favela like 2 days after his fucking win.
Yeah, and then he's like they're riding on a boat in like the middle of it, like what would be a street, and it was all flooded. Mm-hmm. He's a savage, in and outside the cage. Yeah, Jake.
And then we got.
Oh yeah, Jake Matthews. I remember him. Jake Matthews. When you brought him up, he is Australian. That was my first thought. He's a good fighter. I think is Jake Matthews a Celtic kid?
There's something about him that you and Dan told me about, I feel like, or maybe somebody else did, but someone told me about Jake Matthews, and I bet on him, I think, last time.
I think it was Dan, but I remember watching him. Is he the Celtic Kid? I think that might be his nickname. I'm not positive.
Let me look that up. You know what? My favorite site is the SureDog. It's a great site to look at all these guys, like past fights and everything.
I know. Oh, the Almeida fight. Cesar Almeida and Roman Kopylov. I like Roman Kopylov a lot. He's really good.
He sounds.
So
he got a Celtic Kid.
He got submitted by Anthony Hernandez.
Who did?
He was beating Anthony Hernandez to a pulp, and then Hernandez just put him on the ground and choked him out.
Who?
Kopylov. The guy who's fighting against Cesar Almeida. Kopilov's really good. I like him.
You were right. He is the Celtic Kid, but he couldn't have been the guy I bet on last time because he lost last time. So maybe that wasn't him.
No, you definitely bet on him if he lost last time.
All right, dude. And then we got Jared Cannonier versus Imavov. I'm more excited about Reyes versus Jacoby on that card, to be honest with you. I'm going to put together a nice parlay for that card.
Ooh, Randy Brown's on that card. I like Randy Brown a lot.
Randy Brown. What the hell are you looking at? You got the prelims?
No, I'm looking at that. They're on the pay-per-view. The Cesar Almeida Kopylov is the prelims. Grant Dawson's on there. Phil Rowe, Jake Matthews. Nico Price.
Nico Price. He's the one who lost to Cowboy when I bet big money on him because I thought Cowboy was washed up. Or was it no contest?
I would bet the house on Morono.
Not a big Nico Price fan?
No, he has one win in his last 5 fights.
Okay, yeah.
He had the no contest against Donald Cerrone. He lost to Pereira. He beat... I don't even know who the fuck he beat. He beat Alex Oliveira, and then he's lost his last 2. Phil Rowe beat him, and Robbie Lawler knocked him out. He's gotten knocked out in his last 2 fights.
Robbie Lawler knocked him out. Hell yeah, dude. I love seeing
Was that Robbie Lawler's last fight?
It must have been. Well, let me look up Robbie Lawler, actually.
That was July last year. Now, Robbie Lawler fought, I think, one more time since then, before he retired.
Yeah, he definitely did. And he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, I think, too, right? Oh, no, he beat Nico Price. That was his last fight. I'm
that
thinking
was
about
his last fight?
He got inducted to the Hall of Fame recently, though, so they were showing a bunch of his shit, is what you're probably thinking of, because I remember seeing that, too. Yeah, he beat Nick Diaz. He got KO'd by Barberena, and then he beat Nico Price by KO. That's a good way to go for him. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Nico's a funky guy to fight. He's kind of like a Michelle Pereira type.
Oh, he had a bad stretch there for a while. He had a bad couple years.
Who, Lawler?
Yeah, his 2017 to 2020, he lost to Dos Anjos, Askren, Covington, and Magny all in a row.
That's
But he beat
tough.
Cowboy in 2017. Thank God for that.
That's too bad. Hate to hear that, dude. I love my Cowboy.
He couldn't have lost to Cowboy. That would have been devastating. And I would have said he's actually terrible.
Oh God. Yeah, dude. So how do you think? So I know you're in on Costa. Do you think Costa's actually gonna beat him?
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Think it's gonna be close?
I think Costa might KO him.
You think he's gonna knock? You think Strickland's gonna be knocked out in his last two fights?
I think, yeah, I think Costa's going to KO him. Definitely. When did he get knocked out in his last fight?
Pereira knocked him out.
Strickland? Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about Strickland? I thought
Yeah,
he lost. He lost to Pereira like a while ago. Then he
That was his most recent fight, and then if he loses this on June 1st and he gets knocked out, that'll be his last two fights. He'll be knocked out.
I thought he lost to Duplessis.
Oh no, wait, he did. Hold on. He did lose to Duplessis. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Didn't do my fucking
Definitely
homework.
lost to Duplessis.
Yeah, he did. He lost to Duplessis.
And now
beat-
Izzy's probably gonna get the Duplessis fight, which people are pissed about. But
Yeah,
I'll
he
call for
beat.
it.
Yeah, he beat Izzy in the decision. Yeah,
But he did get KO'd
Have they
by
announced
Pereira.
have they announced the Adesanya Duplessis fight yet?
No, I don't think it's been officially announced. I'm almost positive it hasn't. But
It's
I'm
gonna
all
be
for
probably
it.
like the.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
I'm all for that fight. Whatever, dude. Strickland kind of gets the short end of the stick, but he should have done better in his fucking only title defense. You see, Izzy in an interview was like, he was like, "What a reign." What a reign, talking about Strickland's title reign, and then Ariel was like, "Is that some sarcasm I'm sensing?" And he was like, "No. I mean, he beat me, so he did the pinnacle. He beat me." But yeah, dude, I can't believe he fucking lost to Duplessis. I thought he won that fight, but I bet.
Yeah, he did. Even Dana White said it. Dana
Yeah.
White said no. Strickland had that. It was tied going into the last round, and then Strickland won the fifth.
He could have done more, though, bro. He definitely could have done more. I was getting pissed at him, and I bet on Duplessis, and I was like, "Oh no, yeah, I bet on Duplessis or a Strickland like KO. I just couldn't have it be like a decision. I couldn't have it be like a Strickland decision. Was the only thing it couldn't be. So I was like, you either have to fucking KO him or Duplessis has to win. And I was just so pissed. It was worst case scenario. And then, but I did win on Duplessis because it was a bad decision, and I won money for my brother-in-law. Thank God.
Wow, look
Thank
at you,
God.
team player, huh?
Thank God
The,
for that. And my brother-in-law thinks I suck at betting because I always give him losing bets. So I had to text him the next morning. I was like, or that night because he went to bed that night, and I was like, "Major win, bro, major win. Just sent you the money." And then the next day he was like, "Did we get like a crazy bad decision?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we did."
The Duplessis, the funniest part about that whole thing was when he did the presser after the fight, and he goes, "Who says I lost that fight?" And then a reporter goes, "Dana White just said it," and he's like, he was just dumbfounded. His jaw hit
Yeah.
the floor. He's like, "No fucking way." I was like, "Yeah, dude, literally, your boss thinks you fucking lost that fight."
That's a rough place to. I mean, Dana probably shouldn't say that shit. That puts Duplessis in a rough spot because that's literally his fucking boss. But I mean, it's the truth though. So Dana was just saying the truth. He always speaks the
Right.
truth. So you can't fault him for that. That does put Duplessis in a rough spot. Then he's got to be like, "Well, I think I won." You know what I would do? I'd be like, I would do the opposite of what anyone's ever done. I'd be like, "Yeah, bro, I feel like he won that crazy." Crazy good thing the judges are bad. Thank God for me, right? I got my win bonus. I would just lean right into it. 100%.
Of course you would. You'd be the most hated fight. You'd be like below Muhammad if you're in the UFC, dude. The
I would
most
lean
hated
right
guy.
into it. I'd be like, I need it. And then at my next pre-fight interviews, I'd be like, and they'd be asking what I'm gonna do. I'd be like, I don't know. Hopefully, if it comes to a decision, I get the judges to just give me the nod again because we all know I lost that last fight. I would just lean right into it, bro. I wouldn't claim a fucking fake win. Like if Duplessis watches that replay, how could he say he won? I mean, maybe. He
If
could
you're
say-
delusional, he wins.
yeah, but like, so that's what I'm saying. So you don't think he must know he lost, right? Or he's
I don't
losing.
know, dude. Some guy, I don't know. Some guys just have like that false sense of like reality, and they're like, "I did enough to win that round. I did enough." Like he clearly had won the fourth round, but the fifth
Yeah.
round was clearly Sean Strickland, clearly,
Yeah.
and it was all tied after 4.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be four rounds to one. So I thought I didn't even think it came down to the fifth. I thought it was 4-1. I thought Duplessis only won one. I was just like I bet on him, so I was like worst case scenario in my head. I was like I'm fucked, worst fucking case scenario. But yeah, dude, thank God for bad judges.
The judging is like I feel like it's starting to get worse.
Yeah, 100%. People are getting more pissed about that and the gloves because eye pokes are worse than ever too, like way worse than ever.
Yeah,
Weidman, I
really
love Weidman. We never talked about this. I love Weidman. I'm glad that it whatever like it had like he got the W. That was horrible and that was horse shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought when they were coming out to at 300, they were unveiling those gloves, and they weren't like remodeled. They were just like different colors. I was just like, everyone's been preaching about like Rogan's talked about it. Whatever design gloves they have, he's like it naturally curls your fingers. So you're not gonna go for a fucking eye poke.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. Like I don't know, something needs to fucking because I just feel bad. Like even because people are tough. I mean, Gaethje got poked a couple times, and he's just tough. But he shouldn't have to be tough and blind. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, remember DC in the trilogy fight against Stipe? He had a fucking nether eye coming out of his eye.
yeah,
That eye poke was so bad.
yeah. They need to take care of that, bro. But Weidman was back because he celebrated it like it was a KO, and he fooled me because I got up. I immediately was like, was that an eye poke? But then he started celebrating. I was like, yes! I started fucking going crazy. Like I made Molly watch it because like I was telling the Weidmans, like I follow Weidman's wife on Instagram, like I know his family, and they showed the replay, and I was like, oh, bro, you can't celebrate like that from an eye poke KO. But the dude also did. Weidman had a good point. You can't collapse like a little bitch and fetal up. You got to at least do this. Let the ref like break it up, and then
Right. You got to give him like the physical cues to be like, oh shit, maybe that was an eye poke.
Yeah, you can't just bank on the ref seeing it and go in the fetal and hope he breaks it up. So Wyman had to fucking finish it. But just don't celebrate like that though, bro. You know what I mean? Like he jumped over the fence and was screaming, "I'm back." I don't know.
That's strong. That's a little ambitious, I think.
That was ambitious. That was very ambitious. Great guy, great family. Glad he got the win bonus.
Everybody loves Weidman, dude. Everybody.
Yeah.
You don't like Weidman, I don't like you.
He's the reason I became a fan of the UFC. I saw him beat Anderson Silva on a Facebook video clip, and I was in my dorm room freshman year, and I was like, yo, that was pretty sick. And I looked into the story, and then I was like, yo, and then I just became obsessed for like 4 years. Everywhere I went, earphones, just all MMA Hour, every podcast, everything. And that's why, dude, it was sick seeing you come into that, because the first time I met you, you were like, nah, I don't watch the UFC, and I was like, what a fag. But then, oh, what a bitch, I meant to say.
I cut that out, dude.
Ah, damn. But then,
It's been a while, huh? Just slipping up big words.
Yeah. But then 2020, you were like, oh, bro, I got into the UFC a little bit. And I was like, oh, really? And I was like, what is this fucking scrub new? But you went from not knowing anything to knowing, like, everything in, like, 4 months during the pandemic when I saw you.
Yeah, people hate people like me who hopped on the train in 2020.
Well, I respect it though, because you didn't hop in as a pay-per-view fan. Like you're not like a casual bandwagon. Like you don't only watch the pay-per-views when someone else buys them. Like you hopped right into the fucking deep end. Like you're a legitimate fan. But it did take you too long to hop on. I can't believe it took you that long.
Yeah, it took me a
Fights
while.
throughout all college.
Well, and it's crazy too because Dan's been a fan for ever since I've known him. Like since we were in high school, even like before. So. Yeah. Being best friends with him, shockingly, I'm surprised I didn't pick it up earlier. But with COVID, everybody shut down, and Dana White said, "Hold my fucking beer." You know what I mean?
Those were some of the best times in college, like getting the pay-per-view and just fucking getting the apartment full on a Saturday night, like not having to go out or anything like that. But I watched McGregor knock out Jose Aldo in 16 seconds with a huge party at my apartment, and I was pissed, bro, because I hated McGregor back then. Oh my god. Horrible. Ruined the whole vibes. I might have kicked everyone out after.
No, you didn't, dude. No fucking way you kicked everyone out.
Dude, I was like irrationally mad, and I was already pretty wasted too. Like somebody in my apartment who I already didn't kind of like started celebrating it, and I slapped his drink out of his hand in my own apartment though. So he got the last laugh on me because I had to clean it up like the next day. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're not celebrating McGregor. Oh, that was irrational, bro. I definitely should apologize for that. Maybe like 8 years later.
The last time I ever got into any sort of confrontation was with your buddy at your party when the Pats lost at the Tennessee Titans.
Oh yeah, D-Mac, bro. That's hilarious. That would have been hilarious if you fucking put him down too. I'm surprised about that though, bro, because you're like a 6'4" giant. Usually a lot of like dudes.
And I just had knee surgery. I might have still had my knee brace on. I was hobbling around.
Oh yeah, no.
I was
I'm
like
not saying
4 months after my knee surgery.
No, I'm not saying I'm surprised you didn't put him through the wall. I'm glad you didn't put him through the wall. That was like mature of you, but it was just like funny because you could have. I'm saying I'm surprised because usually like when you're like 6'4", you know, people at bars try and like prove they're the fucking toughest guy and try and get like the biggest dude. You know, I'm surprised no one ever fucking approached you and tried to like, you know, especially someone like my size, like 5'8" with Napoleon syndrome, just try to beat your ass at a bar or something.
Well, I mean, what would you think of me if you saw a 6'4" dude with long hair? Oh, fruitcake. That's not gonna prove how tough I am. I'm gonna be a bully.
When you have it in the ball, I kind of think you look hard too. Like I kind of look like badass, to be honest with you. But you're also a friendly dude, so it's not like if someone came up to you trying to flex, you'd probably be like, "Oh, what's up, buddy?" And they'd be like, "Oh." You'd be like, "Oh, you catch the game?" You know what I mean?
That's literally me, though.
Yeah, you're not trying to like fucking flex too hard, but yeah, that was funny. That kid was wasted that night.
He couldn't even. Like, he was like wobbling. He's like, "Ha ha ha! Fuck the Pats!" I go, "You say that one more fucking time, I'm gonna put you through that fucking wall."
Yeah.
I like it sobered him up. He's like, "Yo, dude, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Fuck off."
That's scary, dude. That is scary when the big dude does fucking turn at you and give you a threat. Then it's like, oh shit, maybe I should stop. You know what I mean?
He's also like 5'6" at like 115 pounds.
Yo, he's like
that would have
height.
been
He's
easy
5'8".
working with a bad leg.
Yeah, well, he's like my height. He's like 5'8", but yeah, he's fucking
5'6".
small. He's small, 100%. Maybe he's shorter than me. He'll be at the wedding though. He's doing good.
Oh, great, good. Yeah, that'll be fun to catch up with him.
I'm gonna make sure now. I'm gonna be like, dude, make sure before the night ends, you go up to fucking MIKEY Stacks, the big tall kid, and whisper in his ear, "Patriots suck," when he's in front of his wife, so he can't beat you up.
Oh yeah. So wait, is your bachelor party next week?
No, it's this fucking weekend, bro. It's fucking.
You think I'm gonna buy a fucking plane ticket and go to Vegas with you, and just tell my boss, yeah, I'm not gonna be in Sunday?
No, dude, you don't understand. I was having like really bad anxiety about that all day because Molly came up and Molly was like, "Is Mikey not going to Vegas?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And she was like, "It's his birthday this weekend." And I was like, "Oh my god, we got the flights like 15 days ago, I want to say." And yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass. I just completely forgot to fucking text you. The flights are cheaper now, but yeah. So even my buddies, when we got all the rooms and everything, the rooms were all paid for. And we were like, okay, we're good. We got the bed too, so MIKEY Stacks can come. And I was like, because you already know 3 of them, and they love you. So I was like, oh, dude, I'm pretty confident MIKEY Stacks will come. And I just completely forgot to fucking text you. I couldn't believe it, bro.
How much are those flights that you sent me today?
We got ours for $787 15 days ago, and for some reason today they were non-stop for like $626. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. But, yeah, dude, I was just fucking, I was so pissed, bro. It was just, because it wasn't like, I was saying this to Molly, too, because Molly was, like, pissed, too, and I was like, bro, it's not like it's, like, Jesse, where, like, I have to, like, fucking, like, avoid it and shit, like, and try to, like, duck them. I was like, everyone loves MIKEY Stacks. Like, you already know it's 3 of them. You know what I mean? Sam even said, is the Rittenhouse kid coming? And I was like, yes, dude, 100%.
I love that statement first because the Rittenhouse kid, dude. I fucking love it.
That pissed me off all day, though, bro. I was so pissed about that. But, I mean, it was a big, I would, even 15 days ago when it was $787, I wouldn't have expected you to fucking do it. Like, 3 of my groomsmen aren't even coming because it's just too expensive. But, you know, you never know. And it would have been sick if you were out there. I heard you're a savage at strip clubs.
Yeah, I am, dude. I am. Yeah. I'm a strip club king.
But
All
yeah,
the ladies love me at the strip club, dude.
Yeah, dude, that I was so pissed, bro. But yeah, obviously, if you can't pull it off, you can't pull it off. But if you do, bed's there for you, bro.
All right, yeah, I'll keep you posted. Definitely not, but I'll dig into it a little bit.
The bed's there for you. Maybe ask Pat, dude. The room's already paid for. Someone's got to get their flight, dude. I can't believe it. But yeah, bro.
Right.
And speaking of, hold on, real quick before we go. Speaking of weddings, it's tomorrow night. Yeah, bro. I'm starting to side a little again with Lindsay a little bit. Carl's kind of being a little bit of a little bitch, talking to the cameras and all his confessionals, saying to everyone, "I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid." Shut up, dude.
So, Kelsey's made a good point. She goes, "Oh, like Carl's being like wicked manipulative," and I was like, "Yeah, because he's trying to fucking weasel his way out of like a marriage, dude. Like I'd be doing the same fucking shit." But the fact that Lindsay continues to say I was blindsided is fucking insane, dude. She's questioned his sobriety like 4 times in 4 weeks on that show. And then he just stopped going on Fridays because they just can't stop fucking fighting because Lindsay's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, dude. But I what you just said, I 100% was thinking the same thing, especially last week. I was like, yo, he definitely came to the realization like a couple weeks ago and is just slowly trying to like inch his way out by like causing little conflicts. Because in the beginning of the season, it was all her fault. Now he's kind of being like the little bitch, you know?
Well, it was ever since his stepdad was like, I was a minister for how long and did how many marriages? I wouldn't marry you guys. Like, that would fucking shatter my life, too.
Yeah, I can't believe he said that. Stepdad shouldn't speak up that much. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. All couples fight. Theirs are just televised, so you hear about it. Like, if Molly's parents and my parents saw all of our fights, they'd probably be like, yeah, I don't know if you guys should get married.
But dude, like, they have, like, fights. It's every day, dude. It's like every episode, it's them just going at it. And it's just Lindsay being a fucking crazy person, dude.
Well, yeah, it seemed to be that when she was drunk, she would start the fight. So I was thinking again, I was like, damn, she was sober with him 6 months. Like, that's a rough ask for someone. But if you're going to be toxic when you're drunk, you might need to, if you love him enough, you might need to fucking go sober. At least when you're with him, you know? Like, you could drink when you're with the girls or whatever, but, like, and you're staying somewhere else.
She was sober when they first started dating.
Yeah, she went 6 months with them, and they were doing great. Like, they were fucking madly. I mean, it was probably the honeymoon stage, anyways, but they were madly in love. She said she felt great. She didn't feel pressure, and then, like, I think last summer she said she was easing back into it, but now she just gets wasted every single fucking time again. You know, and that's not good for someone like him. He's only been sober for like 2-3 years now, right?
I'd say like 2 years. Did he relapse after his brother died during COVID?
I don't think it was a technical relapse, but he like stopped drinking. But he said like he still kept the door open. He could have a few drinks, and he had a few drinks every now and then. But then off season, he hit rock bottom and came to a realization he had to be completely sober.
So
I
like
don't know if
early
it's technically a
2021. So he's been
relapse.
sober for like 3 years now, I think. Then.
Yeah. So 3 years. You know, that is. And he says like it doesn't make him want to drink, but who wants to fucking be sober with a crazy, drunk, angry, fucking just trying to pick fights with you? You know what I mean?
Right. What do you think about Kyle and Amanda's relationship?
I don't know.
They gotta go their separate ways, dude.
Yeah, they don't. Kyle had a good point where he was like, I shouldn't have to be worrying about if she fucking likes me. And I was like, I don't know if she does like you. Like, it seems like everything he does bugs her.
So me and Kelsey talked about it one night. She's like, oh, I see Amanda like cheating on him and they like get divorced. And the whole internet's going crazy about her and Jesse, by the way. Little side note. Yeah, Jesse, the kid with like the ball cancer.
Oh, yeah, okay, Jesse.
Like, everyone's like, oh, like they're vibing, whatever. And Kelsey said it, and like 2 weeks later, the whole internet's like, oh, like those two are vibing. Like anybody else see that happening? It's every fucking episode. I love Kyle and Amanda, but it's like they're always working on something, and I'm like, dude, how fucking exhausting is it to be in this relationship? Like all she does is talk shit about him whenever she's off camera or like talking to the girls. She never has anything nice to say. Always talks shit to the camera. Is an asshole to him when they're in person. Kyle is like, she married the party guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The party guy. Granted, he hasn't calmed down and like taken a step back from that life. He's still doing it. She's like, he comes home at 4 a.m. It's like,
But you'd think before they got married, they would have talked about where they're going to be living in like 4 or 5 years. Like he seems like he has no want to move to a house in the suburbs, and she has no want to stay in the city, and they have to like talk about this in therapy now or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you guys didn't talk about like you didn't know what you wanted to do eventually. Like he might not want to have kids. He's already what 41 now or something.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he's
better hurry
also
up.
like he's busting his ass running a business, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's like that takes a lot of fucking time and energy. You need to be kind of close somewhere, then you probably need to stay there. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
should move to Stamford, Connecticut.
nah, Connecticut's the second worst state in the union. California's number
Connecticut's
one, so California beat out Connecticut. Believe that shit or not.
Bro, well, you guys, that's probably like people talking about like taxes about liberal states because Connecticut's a big liberal state now.
Well, yeah, and then you have all those assholes who work in New York and they all live in Connecticut.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. Well, that's what I'm saying. But you can't say California's a shitty state because it's got like all like sick shit in it. Just a shitty
Like,
state to live in.
like what? Homeless people and AIDS.
Well, I wouldn't want to live there, but I want to go like to like fucking like San Diego one day, I guess. Maybe you're right. No, the Redwood Forest I want to check out. I don't really have much want to go to California. Northern California more so.
I won't go to California at all. I have zero interest. Farthest west I'll go is Vegas. Literally the farthest west I'll go.
Yeah, I've never been to California either, so maybe I will never go. We'll see. I never been. You know, I never been to Hawaii. People say Hawaii's overrated, too expensive, all that shit. Which they're probably right. But I still feel like before I die, I want to go to Hawaii because it just looks sick.
A lot of people say like going to Hawaii, they go, dude, just go to the Bahamas. It's the same fucking thing. You know,
Yeah,
like
or-
you can do the same thing for for a quarter of the flight. You can do the
Yeah,
same thing.
I mean that's what people are telling me. Like my mom's telling me, like I can go to Portugal or Greece, and it's cheaper. Like Europe, cheaper than Hawaii. And I was like, how the fuck does that make any sense? But so we might do that. So hopefully we'll do that and save some money. I'll go to Hawaii later in life. Hopefully when I'm rich.
That's
But-
super expensive to live there. It's an island. Everything's wicked expensive over there.
Yeah, yeah. I think the same thing with Alaska too. But cause they got to like ship everything out there. You know, it costs way more to get it out there. What do you expect? I don't understand why California's gas is like $15 a tank though. That doesn't make much sense to me.
California, dude, Newsom drove that fucking state into the ground. He did. He fucked everybody in that state during COVID. He said,
When I
yeah,
asked
no
that
more
question-
restaurants are going to shut down your livelihood, but I'm going to go eat a fucking sandwich at a restaurant with no fucking mask on. Fuck Newsom, dude. He's a dirtbag.
When I asked that question, I said to myself, I was like, how long is it going to take Mikey to say the word Newsom? And the first word you said was, Newsom fucking.
He does, dude. He sucks. Everybody's moving to Texas and like Nashville and shit in Florida because he's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, that's like the play now, dude. Texas and Florida they should align up and try and succeed themselves and become their own country. I wouldn't blame
South
them.
Carolina will be in that mix too because South Carolina's always down to say fuck you, I'm out.
Yep, 100%.
I think weren't they?
Well,
They were.
that-
South Carolina, I think, was one of the first colonies to say "fuck England," and then they were one of the first states to join the Confederacy. So they're always in the fucking mix. Dude, they want to scrap.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. That'd be crazy though if they had. I wonder how that would go if they were like, no, we're fucking we're separating. If a civil war would happen, you think so?
Yeah,
You
they're
think
leading
so?
the charge. Like I mean, Florida's leading the charge, and then
No, but
Texas
I mean,
is right behind
do you
it.
think like because if they did their own thing, they would create their own government. Do you think like Biden would like go to war with them, or he'd be like, all right, I guess just take it? That
Joe
could never
Biden doesn't know
happen,
which
could
way
it?
is up, dude. He
What'd
shut
you
down
say?
all the fucking streets today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can't believe that the president of the United States rents cars from Enterprise. I would have thought they would have had like a bulletproof, like tricked out like 6 Suburbans ready for them. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure they probably what do they call it? The Beast, that protective, like that thing that's legit, like bomb proof. He's probably in something like that, and then they probably just have like his security is probably in those Suburbans that we rented.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. What would you have done if you rented like a Prius for the president to be in?
He doesn't even deserve a car, dude. Tell him go to Hertz.
Did part of you want to reject their treatment, dude? Did part of you want to not serve them?
Well, I wasn't me. We just had to get him like ready. We just had to find him and just dump him in a parking lot and be like, all right, you can pick the keys up here. Have a good one.
But it's safe to say when you were driving back in traffic for 2 hours, Biden did not gain another voter.
No, I think he lost a lot of votes because of all the traffic.
Okay, good.
Pat said during the Celtics pregame they were talking about the traffic. That's how bad it was. For him to just sit there and mumble like a fucking dipshit for an hour, insane.
Yeah, but then Pat was on this computer, like the webcam was going before you got there, and I heard him mumbling to himself, and he was like, I'm glad the president shut down all these streets. His safety is paramount. And I was like, I heard
Pat definitely said that, dude. No, I lost it when Pat sent that picture of Father Stu in the group chat.
Oh, yeah.
I almost drove off the road. Not that I could, because there was no fucking way to even move, but... Oh, funny story on my way out. So it took me a fucking hour to get out of the garage. It took me an hour to get from the garage to, like, the intersection where the tunnel is. Which is... It's probably like 3 blocks long. And it took an hour. I'm in the lane to go into the tunnel. The left lane takes you on Route 1A. My window's down, I'm like blasting music, I'm like miserable. This old couple pull up next to me, and they go, can you let us in? Like, we don't know where we're going. I was like, oh, like, where are you going? They go, we're going looking for 1A. And I was like, yeah, sure, just fucking hop in, dude. One car's not gonna, like, make a difference. They ended up going into the tunnel. They took the wrong way. They should have taken a left at the intersection. I pushed them into the traffic. I was thinking about trying to beep at them, but I was like, nah, fuck it, let them suffer. So they went into the tunnel.
Yeah, you had good intentions. You let him in. That was nice of you, like, especially when you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic like that.
I mean, dude, I almost said no. But they were face to face. I was like, fuck it, dude. They're old. They probably just flew in, God knows where.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I accidentally put this poor old couple into that tunnel traffic today.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, all my road rage gets forgiven if I look up and they do this. If they do sorry, they put their hand up, I go, oh, okay, it's okay.
If they acknowledge they're being like a dickhead, then that's completely fine. I'm like, all right,
exactly.
no worries, no harm, no foul.
Immediately forgiven.
All right, covered a lot. We have FMF.
Oh yes, FMF. Okay.
We have to do first ladies after all this president talk, right?
Yeah. We have to.
But Melania's not in. Oh, Jackie Kennedy.
Okay. No Melania, no Jackie Kennedy. Let's all pick one, right? Should we all pick one?
Yeah.
You, me, and Pat? All right.
Yep, I already have mine.
Okay. Pat, do you have yours?
Yeah, mine.
All right. Pat's got it.
What if the picture's only black and white, but it looks good? Oh, it's crazy. I Googled hottest first ladies, and the website I brought me to put Michelle Obama at number 1 for hottest.
Big Mike?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
All right, who do you got, Justin?
All right, hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to Google it. Ellen Arthur.
Who the fuck is Ellen Arthur, dude?
Wait, maybe not. No, yeah. Yeah, we're going Ellen Arthur.
Oh, she's cute.
She's a baddie, bro. Black and white baddie.
She was like 43 when she died. Damn. All right,
okay,
Pat,
that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, I'm probably gonna have to Google your guys. All right, who do you got, Pat?
Monica Lewinsky.
She's not a first lady. She was the first side piece, though.
Fine. I'll go Jill Biden.
Jill Biden. All right. And believe it or not, I actually had Michelle Obama as my pick because I thought that was going to be really funny.
Okay, that's not too bad. That makes it easy for me if you put Michelle Obama in there.
Do you really want to fight Michelle Obama, dude?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
She fucked up my school lunches. They used to be fucking awesome, and then she stepped in and became fucking terrible.
Still holding the grudge fucking a decade later.
I used to have to start paying double to get double lunch. All right, you want me to go first? This one's pretty easy for me. I'm going to marry young, fertile Ellen Arthur. 100%. I wish I could see a better picture of her, but that's a no-brainer. And then, yeah, dude. Here, I'll just show you. I'm going to smash I'm gonna smash.
You gonna smash Jill, dude?
Yeah, not too bad. And then, oh yeah, dude. I'm 100% fighting Michelle Obama. Okay, yeah, there's no good pictures to show. I'm fighting. I'm fighting Michelle Obama. All right, you're up, dude.
All right. This is a tough one because political views are very difficult. We picked two liberal first ladies. Was Nell Arthur a fucking...
Dude, look at young Joe Biden.
Yeah, dude, young Jill.
Oh, should I Google young Joe Biden? Yeah, let me do that. Oh, wait, are we talking about in their primes or like right now?
No, he just showed me like probably a photo from like the 60s. She looked good.
Yeah, I might have to. Well, dude, if we're talking about prime, I might. Well, I can't tell Ellen Arthur's prime. They only have like 5 black and white pictures of her.
Yeah, what Michelle looked like a dude, if I'm not mistaken, in her prime.
No, I don't think she's that bad, but she's not as good as the other two.
I think it's wicked funny that people actually think she's like a transgender. I'm like, dude, come on. Her kids look just like her.
That's a little far. You know
But the
what I
fact Obama could be gay, not writing that one off.
Yeah, there are some rumors about that, right? Some legit ones.
Didn't that like gay crackhead go on like 60 Minutes and say he like blew Barack? He just did lines of coke all night. That was a thing, wasn't it? I gotta look that up now. Hold on.
This was a good category, though. I never even considered a category like this. They have Nancy Reagan in the top 5. They have Betty Ford in the top 5 on both these sites. Prime Barbara Bush. They only have an old picture, though. Oh, Prime Rosalind Carter. Looks pretty good.
What year was that, dude? Oh, was that Jimmy's wife?
Yeah, must be. It's hard to find because most of these pictures are showing them as old ladies, but that was a good point Pat brought up. You had to Google them young.
How young, dude?
I'm going to look up young Betty Ford right now and see how that looks.
Young Betty Ford. Hold on. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, dude. Young Betty Ford looks... I mean, they're dating presidents. They can't be that bad, right? This is a young Betty Ford.
A little grainy.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Do you think Jackie Kennedy was as hot as everybody says? I don't think she was that good looking, dude.
Nah,
Marilyn Monroe was way hotter. Not even close.
I wouldn't even put Jackie Kennedy in my top 5 probably after seeing these sites.
You wouldn't be putting Jackie Kennedy in top 5? I just feel like by process of like elimination, like you have like no choice but to put Jackie in the top 5. Melania is obviously number 1.
This is a young Rosalind Carter. Not great, but not bad. Not terrible.
No, she looks like she looks like stereotypical like American mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? American wife.
All right, they all had Nancy Reagan. Let's look up young. I bet you young Nancy Reagan is good. Because they all have her in the top 5. She kind of got a weird shaped head, but I think she was a model or an actress.
Yeah. Nancy
That's why
Reagan.
they all
Dude.
have her in the top 5.
I'm trying to think of like. Oh, hold on. Yo, you know who I think you would bang without Eleanor Roosevelt?
Young Eleanor Roosevelt?
Yeah, you want to see Eleanor in her fucking prime?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on. I don't know how old she is in that photo. I'm not going to use that one.
Oh my god.
Justin.
Put it closer to the camera. Oh, no. No.
She married her cousin, dude.
Young Barbara Bush is not really a looker.
What about Hillary?
Oh, dude, I remember seeing a couple pictures of young Hillary. She wasn't that bad. You'd be surprised.
No.
I mean, never that great, but not that bad. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Well, how young? There's some pictures of her in college, but she looks weird in college. Young Hillary. This is when she was already first lady, though.
Gross.
Yeah, she was not that. I mean, that's not my.
If I die, I didn't kill myself after making that comment.
Yeah, I would never think you did, dude. Young Lady Bird Johnson? Nah, she. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, who the fuck was that? Oh, wait. I wish this was like an actual photo. This is a painting. She's so old.
I'm gonna put these on.
Angelica Van Buren. Pretty good looking brunette.
Young Laura Bush.
Yeah, Laura. Yeah.
Not too
Not
bad.
bad.
Not bad at all. And there's one more I have to look up, right? Oh, young Pat Nixon.
Francis Cleveland, not a looker. Jackie Kennedy.
Nah, yeah, Pat Nixon.
I can't. I think I'm looking at the list you had, dude. How is Melania not number one? Michelle Obama's not that. No.
Yeah.
She's not number one.
No, I don't think so.
Melania is without a doubt, hands down.
I highly disagree with Michelle Obama being number one. I'd probably put Melania number one. I don't know. It's hard because we didn't get to see him. We didn't get to see fucking most of these people, dude. I mean, they were black and white pictures until like 6 presidents ago. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Who was 6 presidents ago? Who was the 40th president?
It went Trump, Obama, Bush, Clinton, Bush.
Ronald Reagan was the
Reagan.
40th. They
Yeah,
had
so-
colored pictures back in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe I was wrong with the 6. Let's say 8. Thanks for fact checking that.
Who was before Reagan? Jimmy Carter? And then who's before Jimmy Carter?
Mikey's like actually colored pictures came around in 1926, Justin.
No, that's like when photos came around. It was 1926.
Dude, that's kind of
yeah,
crazy
so-
how there's so many presidents that have been dead for so fucking long.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do mine.
Yeah, do your fuck, Mary, kill.
I'm smashing Big Mike, dude. I'm not losing a fight. I'm going undefeated right now.
Okay.
So then I think I'm going to beat up Ellen. Poor thing. And then I'm marrying Jill.
Okay. Prime Jill.
Prime Jill. Prime Jill's a smoke. Did you see that photo that Pat put in the group?
Yeah, that was good. That was real good. Oh, wait,
The
no.
people at home.
Text into the group?
Joe Biden could get it, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. If I could redo it, I would marry Jill. No, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going to marry Ellen.
I'm
marrying
beating Ellen's ass, unfortunately, dude. And then Big Mike gets me for a night.
I don't
Big
know
Mike
if
squared,
showers.
that's what we'll call it.
I don't know if showers existed when Ellen was alive. I'm not sure which presidents she was the first lady to.
That is an extra wrinkle in the equation.
Yeah, running water. Imagine life without running water, bro. We were born at the right time.
In the right country, too. A lot of countries don't have running water.
Oh yeah, we did good, dude. We did good. I mean, no matter what, it'd be hard for us to fuck this up. We could have pretty good lives. We have to go out of our way to fuck our lives up. You know what I mean? We got the good end of the stick, all of us boys over here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Any closing remarks? Anything?
No, for me, nothing crazy. Let me know about Vegas, obviously. If not, I might have to send a few texts out.
So all we need is just like, subscribe, Talkin Malarkey. Oh, by the way, Justin, when I was shit-faced at the Celtics a couple weeks ago, McGregor second round KO at 3:03. What I wrote on the receipt.
You did write that, but didn't you say you thought McGregor was going to get fucked up like 10 times before that?
I was drunk and I was drinking a proper 12 drink. I had no choice but to pick McGregor.
I'm going with that decision. I'm going with McGregor. Would you say round 2?
Round 2 knockout.
Round 2 knockout. I'm going with that too. I like that. All right.
That's possible, dude.
I'll bet on
and then
that.
might blow his load in that first round and get tired, or he's just going to go for the big knockout, and Connor's going to be nice, cool, calm, collected. Bang. Get him with the left.
100%, dude. 100%. I think this could be good. I don't know, though. I always thought McGregor had superior striking, but then when him and Dustin, I don't know if Dustin is just nasty McGregor wasn't as good as I thought, or what. But we'll see. This Chandler fight's going to show a lot, I think.
Yeah, it is. And if he loses, that'll be 3 in a row. That'll be tough.
That'll probably be
tough
done.
one for the brand.
That'll probably be done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, dude. Comment, like, subscribe, Talkin Malarkey. Another one's in the books.
All right.
All right, see you, JGRIFF. See you in Vegas.